The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Look, we have a very strong position, and we are the one that people want to come in and take advantage of. They've been taken advantage of. Along with it, I'm not blaming Canada. I love Canada. I love the people of Canada. But they and other countries have been taking advantage of the United States for many years.
And that's Donald Trump, our president, and he's done a lot for this country, no question about it. But this trade deal has put a cloud over the market. Every day, there's another headline. Trade war. Then the next headline. Trade war has ceased. Or the trade war is almost over. Or the trade war is escalating. So the problem with this ongoing tariff and trade war is investors, the big institutions, are having a hard time to decide where they're going to put their money. Because every time, like they say today, he is supposed to raise China's tariffs by $200 billion. That'll make China grumpy. And what do? They retaliate. And how do they retaliate? They take their currency and manipulate it to go down, to push our currency, the dollar, up. And when you push the dollar up, that creates a big trade deficit. And the trade deficits kills the value of our dollar. The trade deficit kills our jobs. The trade deficit slows our economic growth. I mean, it's very serious stuff. When we have that strong dollar, remember, our multinational companies, 65 to 70% of their sales come from overseas. And when they don't have those sales, they start laying people off. So you got to step in and take a little pain. But in the meantime, if you're in the stock market, you can't depend on fundamentals to buy stocks. When you read in one of the newspapers or you hear something on CNBC or Bloomberg, a fundamental reason why you should buy a stock, stay away from it. Example, yesterday, everybody was jumping, the big investors were jumping out of the dollar. They're jumping out of semiconductors, dumping out of banks, and they're looking for safety, and they're going into cyclical stocks. The consumer stocks like Coke and Pepsi. And when you look at those stocks on a chart, they all spiked up yesterday. You got to look at the trend of the money by the big banks, the insurance companies, the hedge funds. What's their trend? Is there the money they putting in is trending down? Money they putting in is trending up? That's what's important, not the fundamentals. So yesterday, as we saw these stocks spike up, and people started to chase them, they're making a huge mistake, because if you look at Coke, for example, it spiked up yesterday, but the trend, the institutions have their trend as they've been taking money out of Coca-Cola. So the overall trend says stay away from Coke, don't buy it. But most people don't understand what even trend means. And then you depend on stockbrokers or advisors of your 401k. They could care less. In fact, the 401k in the last crash of 2008, the market lost about $7 trillion, almost $5 trillion of that was 401ks. But getting back to what's going on with this tariff and this nonsense, tomorrow we're going to have another thing's happening today is why the market is going to be not doing well today is because the job numbers are coming out tomorrow. Now, nobody really cares about the job numbers. First of all, they're rigged. I mean, the job numbers and GDP are the two most unreliable numbers you can get. 40% of the job numbers are fake. They're put in by assumptions. That's right. 40% of every job number you get, you got to take and subtract 40%. They're all fake jobs. They're assumptions that got those numbers, called the birth death metric system. What the BLS does, under the direction of whatever administration's in the White House, they take their marching orders as to raising the jobs or lowering the job number. All they do is take and make up numbers, and they'll say, okay, let's take in the Midwest, how many corporations, how many people incorporated? So they'll take the corporations and see, okay, we got 10,000 people incorporated. So what they'll do is they'll say, okay, so 10,000. So let's just put in each one of those corporations are going to have, 50, 60 employees, which most don't. Most corporations have 1 to 2 to 5 employees. So they assume, it's an assumption a corporation is going to have 50 jobs when they're not going to have 50 jobs. So the number is totally nonsense. What you got to look at, and why investors are going to be laying back in the weeds, and why investors, the big hedge funds, are running to the cyclical stocks for safety like Coke and the rest of them, because they're worried about the wage increase. Here's what they always worry about. If you think about the stock market crashes, now remember, we've had 28 stock market crashes. The last 4, Black Monday, October 19th, 1987. Remember, we had the Dow plunged 508 points, or 22% in value. You take the dot-com bubble in March 10, 2000, we lost 78% of its value. You take the financial housing con, September 16, 2008, dropped 778 points in one day, intraday. That was the largest intraday drop in history until February 8, 2018, this year, when we started the QE crash on February 6, 2018, which I made an announcement on January 16th that the stock market crash would begin between January 16th and the second week of February. And on February 6th, I predicted that. On February 6th, we had the 1,800-point drop. That means we dropped into correction territory. What does that mean? Normally, when a market drops 10, 11%, it will correct or claw itself back to the peak from where it crashed. It usually takes an average, if you look over the last 50 years, 40 days. 40 days. You know what it took? It took 138 days. That's the second longest period of time. Wow! That means that's a sign, a message from the market, just how weak the market is. We have doubled the amount of stock buybacks in the first half of this year. It's unbelievable. It's stock buybacks keep driving up the market. You hear about corporate earnings. Don't pay attention to that. That's nonsense, because where do the corporate earnings come from? These historic corporate earnings. One, they're outsourcing all their work. We just got something, the government just put out $20 billion in contracts, and not one American worker is going to have part of that contract. All those jobs went overseas. So right now, if you take those 4 crashes, what caused those crashes were fear. The fear comes from wage increases. Corporations don't like wage increases. That's why they outsource. Wage increases and benefits are the biggest expense they have. When that fear sets in, they stop buying stocks. The institutions pull back. And that's what starts the beginning of the crashes, are wage increases. Can you believe that? Why? Because when there's a wage increase, that's inflation. How do they stop inflation? Raising interest rates. What are you, nuts? Remember, we've had since 2015 7 interest rate hikes. So tomorrow, Friday, is going to be very interesting to see what these wages are going to be. If you see these wages ticking up, it's going to be very bad for the market. Very bad for the stock market. We'll be right back after this break. Talk about some stocks and a lot more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
The U.S. economy is in great shape.
We're seeing the economy doing incredibly well.
The economy is really, really strong.
This is a boom that will be sustainable.
The economic boom, and that boom is far from over. We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
This is crazy. This is all crazy, all nonsense, all cheerleading. They're not being honest with the American people. Remember, the stock market, since election night in 2017, November 2017, we had an incredible 45% stock market rally. We added $6.3 trillion in value to the stock market, which has about a value around $35 trillion. And what was that all about? Was it increased sales? Were companies going out and putting money towards capital investment so that the workers could produce twice the amount of goods in an hour, which means more profits because their wages didn't go up, but yet they're producing a couple more. Instead of producing 10 hats an hour, they're producing 100 hats an hour because the new machinery that was provided to them but through capital investment. Is that what's going on? No, none of that was going on. It was hype. We're going to repeal Obamacare. We're going to have the biggest infrastructure spending in history. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. And then we're going to have the biggest tax cut ever. And every family household is going to get a $4,000 check. $4,000. That didn't happen either. 60% of that money never reached the people. Most all that money went to the corporations, got the tax cut, and all that savings on taxes. None of it went through capital investment to buy new machinery and new technology to increase, so a worker could increase his productivity so he gets a wage increase. In fact, they're shipping more of their jobs overseas. This is wonderful. The stock market rallying is wonderful, and my gang has been involved in this rally. And we're going to stay with this rally. The most important thing is, when do you get out of this rally? And if you're going to depend on the people managing your 401k to get you out in time so you're not going to suffer what happened on Black Monday, where we had a 22% drop in value in one day, or the dot-com bubble where it dropped 78% in one day, or 2008, when we had a one-day drop of 778 points, where you lost in your 401k about $5 trillion. They're not going to get you out in time. They have no incentive to get you out in time. They have no fiduciary relationship with you to get you out in time. You got to get out in time. And that's what I do. I get my gang members out in time. I spent years designing algorithms where I could build a chart that identified for me when the big institutions were pulling their money out. That's what's important. And I spent almost my entire career designing a chart that would follow the money, because that's what makes the money market go up or down. Are the big insurance companies investing or taking their money out? The big hedge funds putting their money in or taking their money out? So you got the insurance companies, you got the hedge funds, you got the 9 largest banks. So that's what we've been doing for all these years, developing the algorithms that we could put a chart together, gave us that warning, and it works. Just like the other day. We had a stock drop, which one was a big drop the other day. Dropped about 15%. Dollar Tree, DLTR. So DLTR, the fundamentals were fantastic. The fundamentals were terrific.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Everybody was jumping into Dollar Tree. Fundamentals were terrific. But my chart told me after we got about a 5% rally, it started to turn red. It started to warn me on August 28th, institutions were pulling money out. August 29th, continued to stay red, pulled money out, even more money. I got my gang out. And the next day, it dropped 15%. So, again, what's important right now is not to listen to fundamentals, is to follow the cash of these companies. Because every day with these tariffs and the tariff wars and tariff fear and the inflation of higher wages, you can't depend on any fundamental they can give you that's going to help you or going to save you. It's not going to happen. The biggest problem we got, they keep telling us we have the biggest and the best economy in the world. We've never seen an economy like this. How can that be? When everybody who has, if you have a household income between $55,000 and $75,000, you need $1.5 million to retire. You know what the average person has? The average person is not close to that. The average American retirement, if they have $84,000 when they retire, they need $1.5 million. If you're making $55,000 to $75,000 and you want to live that same lifestyle when you're retired as you are now working, you don't want your lifestyle to go down, you're going to need $1.5 million. You're never going to get that from a 401k because the fees are too expensive to begin with. Even the father of the 401k says he's embarrassed how all they're doing is stealing money from you. And 10 bena and big, huge fees. You can't get there. 1 in 3 Americans have less than $5,000 saved for retirement. 1 in 3 have less than $5,000. The other 2 only have $84,000 when they retire when they need $1.5 million. But yet they tell us the economy is the strongest. And you hear, Kudlow, biggest economic boom in history. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. Because, again, most Americans say they don't feel it. They don't feel this big historic economy, this big boom. The stock market value is $30 trillion. Trump added $6.9 trillion from November election night to January 26, 2018. But you didn't share in that. Know who shared in that? Who got all that? The 1 percentile, or the top 10% of the population, controls 85% of those stocks. They got that money, not you. They got it. You got to know when this market is going to crash. But in the meantime, let's take advantage of the financial engineering and make some wealth. I'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, 877-600-GANG. It's 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. And if you're one of these folks that are very, very busy, you don't have time to come to our class during the day, our live class, which is also archived, by the way, but you don't have time to see the archive, then why don't you just join, and then you have all access to all our programs, all our support, all our teaching. But I realize you may not have time. So why don't you do the video group? The video group is targeted for those people who just are busy, who don't have time, or those people who aren't busy, who have a lot of time, but they don't want to learn. They just want to make money. So we tailored a program called the video program, where we will select the stocks based on flow of money, based on the institutions. What are they buying? What are they selling? And we will identify for you, and you'll get an alert that says buy Dollar Tree, which we did. And then we said get out of Dollar Tree. But in the middle between the buy and us telling you get out is a video. It's changed 3 times during the day that identifies for you, and each one of the stocks we're active, what we're doing with that stock while we're adding to our position, or we may be taking profits. Everything that's associated with we're engaged, whatever stock we're engaged in, we identify through these 3 videos. They're only about a minute each, and what we're doing. You don't even have to do that if you don't want to. Just wait for our sell signal. That's all backed by our algorithms that identify the institutional money going in and going out. So this fantastic economy we're having, so fantastic, the richest 1% own 2/3 of all the wealth. Remember, in 2000 between 2000 and 2008, $35 billion in equity was pulled from homes doing refis to go spend. And then when the market crashed, they never got that equity back. They lost about $4 trillion in equity, and that's when over 8 million people had to file bankruptcy. 45% of all mortgages are now being cashed out. Same thing as back then. Back then it was 65% of the mortgage were all refis, right before the crash 2008. We're doing it all over again. They're making it attractive. They're trying to hold this fake economy up, which we never had a recovery. We always had a propping up of the economy. The propping up of the economy is to make sure the Fed went in, the Federal Reserve, our owners who own the Federal Reserve, the 1 percentile who own the Federal Reserve, a private cartel, banking cartel, went in and took and printed all kinds of money and flooded America with all that money, which destroyed the value of the dollar by 40%, and then they lowered the interest rates, and anybody could borrow that money to go consume. So we now are at a point, here we are 10 years later, that people are consuming and consuming and consuming. They're not making enough wages. They're spending more money consuming than they are in wages. Now we've reached that critical point when wages start to go up, they're going to pull the trigger on you. As soon as they gave you a wage hike, the big institutions are going to pull their money out of the stock market, and the market's going to crash. Just as the time you need a wage raise, they're going to pull the trigger and pull the rug out from underneath you, because that's how they fight inflation. When your wages start to go up, that's inflationary, and they start raising rates. And so we've never had people owing so much on a credit card, owing so much on car loans, owing so much on student loans. Now they're going to raise these rates? What are you, nuts? And people never saved because they, just like, again, going back from 2000 to 2008, they thought they had all this equity in their homes. Now, this time, in what we call our QE stock bubble, the last one was a housing bubble. This is QE stock bubble. People believe that they're always going to be able to go out and borrow cheap money. And then when they're spending more money than they make in income, they always relied on the fact that our owners who controlled the banks would give them more credit cards to make up the difference between what they spend and what they make. And that's why credit cards are going up, and people got 3 credit cards, 4 credit cards. Some people have 15 credit cards. It's unbelievable. So when they say we have this strong economy, here's what they're talking about. They're talking about debt. When you hear them talk about how the economy is just so fantastic, and look how much people are spending, what they don't tell you, the only way they can spend if they're debt slaves. They have to become debt slaves. If that spending was because of higher wages, that spending was because of corporations who, by the way, got that tax cut, and that meant that they saved so much money off these taxes. They didn't have to pay the government taxes. They increased their bottom line by 20%. They increased their profits by 20%. but none of it trickled down to Main Street. It went into the pockets of the CEOs, it went into the pockets of the management, it went to the pockets of the big investors. The average of Main Street American whose household income is $55,000, $65,000, they didn't see anything. They didn't get a penny of it. So this fantastic economy, the strongest economy ever, is all propped up, and it started going all the way back after 2008 crash with cheap money, printing of money, keeping interest rates low, keep on shoving money to people, keep printing it, give it out, go out, keep doing more credit cards. But that all comes to an end because now this whole economy is going to fall apart. We better increase wages. And the minute they do, that's inflationary, and they pull the plug on you, and the market crashes. Consumer debt is outpacing wages. So they tell us that we have a big economic boom.
This is a boom that will be sustainable.
How do you sustain a boom when consumer debt is outpacing wages? We're being lied to every day. And then you got Leishman saying, boy, things are wonderful.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
You got the richest 1%, or 2/3 of all the wealth going to the very, very wealthy at the top. Let's say 10% of the population. The national debt's growing 30% faster than our economy. How the hell can you have a national debt growing 30% faster than the economy? You know what they're doing right now? Because our national debt is growing so fast, what they keep doing now is they got to keep the interest rates down below 3%. If you go back and look, in May was the last time we hit 3%. They're always underneath it, 2.8, 2.6, 2.9. How do they do that? They print money, print money, print money. This is the Federal Reserve. And then they go to the three biggest security dealers and quietly, and they buy all these treasuries from them. And when the government buys Treasury, it moves the interest rate down. That you can't have. Remember, in 2008, when we had $9 trillion of national debt, when the interest rates went to 3.7, it couldn't handle an interest rate of 3.7. That was another reason why the market crashed. Now we have twice that debt. We have $21 trillion. So that means if we're paying interest, remember, we pay an annual interest rate. We're paying about $400 billion a year on our national debt just in interest. Every quarter point is another $50 billion. So what they're doing is they're making sure the interest rate stays below that 3%. So they're going to keep. So they financially engineer the interest rate to stay below 3% by buying treasuries. The government buying treasuries. Then they take parking space in your head and tell you everything's fantastic. Here, take more credit cards. Here, buy a car. We'll extend the loan 7 years. That's our economy. So let's take advantage, be a gang member, take advantage of the stock market that keeps booming because of why? Because they artificially push the market up by financially engineering and by printing money and giving it to companies at low rates, giving it to the institutions for low rates. That's why the market's going up. It's all artificial. 40% of American families are struggling. They can't cover a $500 emergency, 40%. 26% of Americans are struggling to put food on the table. But we have the biggest boom, economic boom in history? Yeah, for the top 1% or even the top 10%. So let's take advantage. If they want to make this the biggest boom ever, let's make money because we'll be out in time.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At philsgang.com, we teach you how to secure your financial stability. With a Phil's Gang membership, you will learn and understand how to invest in the stock market and how to keep those profits. Avoid the financial pain of 2008. Don't be exposed to losing your retirement nest egg. Take control and secure your investments with philsgang.com. Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil's Gang. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, or prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust PhilsGang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, if you want to know the returns using our MV2 color-coded chart, which tells me when to buy, when to sell, based on the information of the money flow of the big institutions, the 9 largest banks, the biggest insurance companies, the biggest hedge funds on Wall Street. That's what makes a stock go up or down when they buy or sell. And the algorithms that it took me over 20 years. I've been doing this, and it took me almost 4 years to develop my chart, the MV2, to get the right people, the right programmers to do what I want them to do. Okay, I don't know how to write algorithms. You have to get somebody to do that for you. But I knew what I wanted. So it took 4 years, and this thing works perfectly, the MV2 color-coded chart. Example, I told you yesterday, Dollar Tree, we had about a 7% gain, and then it turned red in 2 days, telling us to get out. As soon as we got out, it dropped 14%. But the beautiful thing is, anybody can get into a stock. Just go buy the Facebook. Go buy any of the four big FANG stocks. They always go up. Amazon always goes up. But who's going to tell you when to get out? Wall Street's not going to tell you when to get out. They have no fiduciary relationship with you. 401k manager's not going to tell you to get out. He has no duty to you.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
That's right. And I told you about this the other day. As soon as they got rid of they went and introduced discount brokerage, there was no loyalty to you, the customer. But I want you to go. You can go to my site. Just go to where it says new member, or go to Phil's Gang, and then go to where it says Phil's Toolbox. Scroll down where it says MV2 returns. There's all the gang returns, stock by stock. And we get emails saying, well, how can we see that your loss is always like 2%, 3%? Because that's all we do. We make sure that we don't take any losses any more than 2 to 3%. It's called putting in stops, and we're very disciplined about that. Stops. So what we can do is, if we on 5 transactions, we lose on 3, we can make money on the 2, because by limiting our business plan, each stock we treat like a business, and to limit the loss of that business to 2 to 3%. So if you lose on 5, you lose on 3. It's so easy, okay, to make that up with the 2 successful ones you have. Kramer the other day, this guy calls in, he lost 60%, and he says, the guy said, well, should I stay with the stock? I'm down 60%. Now Kramer said, oh, yeah, stay with it. Now that it's all the way down here, I always advise never to get out. Well, you should advise them never to get in. Guess what? My gang didn't get in that stock because my gang saw on the MV2 color-coded chart institutions were pulling the money out, then it dropped 60%. It's SNAP. It's called SNAP. So his people are getting killed. My people are making money as it was going down, my gang members, because they're shorting it, because they got advance notice that the institutions are pulling money out. They could see it on my MV2 color-coded chart. And they started, so after they made their profits, they started to take the profits off, and they started to set up for a short sale. And we do all this for you. You haven't got to do a thing. I want to go into, they tell them we got the greatest economy in the world right now. Right, according to Cuddle. Well, let me ask you this. When are they going to fix the waste? Remember Obama? How he said, we got the new sheriff in town. Joe Biden's the sheriff. There's not going to be any more waste. What a lie that was. The waste is incredible. That's another thing that's killing our economy. We're spending $1 trillion a year more than we're taking in. If this was a business to America, we'd have to file bankruptcy. So when you waste money, that takes your job from you. When they waste money, that's why you can't get a raise. When they waste money, when you go to the store, that's why your dollars are so weak that you have to have more pieces of paper that we call dollars to buy the same thing you bought the previous week. You have 2 more pieces of paper. Let me give you some of the waste. First of all, the biggest waste they have in this country, and Trump's got to get rid of, is the federal government that provides all these training to unemployed workers, these government training programs. They're the biggest joke. They're full of fraud. The people who work at these counseling jobs, they steal, they embezzle. It's unbelievable. And no one uses these things. No one uses it. They have millions of individuals. We have 95 million people looking for work. 95 million people are out of work. They're looking for jobs. But they don't go to the government to get training. Are you nuts? Who's going to go to the government and get training? But we have 45 training programs that duplicate each other. We're spending trillions of dollars in waste. 47 different federal employment training programs that overlap each other. They're not even tracked. No one even knows if they work. When they want training, they don't go to the government. They go to the private sector. They go to temporary help agencies. They go to private education firms. They don't go to the government. So, and think about that waste. Trillions of dollars. Now we have $283,500 was spent at the Department of Defense bird watching. $283,000 on bird watching. Wow. Are you nuts? They got another $48,500 to write a thesis about how Russians smoke, Russian smokers. Here's another one. A college got $406,000 to look into the chicken and egg theory. Which one comes first, the chicken or egg? They wanted to solve that problem. Was it the chicken or the egg? You and I paid nearly $500,000 for some educated nincompoops to figure it's the chicken or the egg. What are you, nuts? Here's the one that's going to really kill you. Our great DEA. They spent, this is unbelievable, they spent $3.1 billion on vacations. $3.1 billion. Can you imagine this? And here's what happened. A lot of that cash, $775 million of the $3.1 billion vacation money, went to, get this, went to employing hookers, prostitutes. They got away with it. They got away with it. Nothing happened. They took $775 billion of the money we sent to the DEA and to go and hire prostitutes. Nobody got fired. Nothing. You can't fire these people. They spent $5,000 for a documentary film in Madison County, North Carolina, to find the best fiddler. They wanted to find the best fiddler in North Carolina. $5,000. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's still our money. What could you do with $5,000? If you're making $55,000, your husband and wife making $55,000 to you, how about $5,000? You think that would help you? $150,000 to understand why politics stress us out. You don't have to spend $150,000 to find out why politics stress us out. They gave this college $150,000 to study that. $65,000 to find out what bugs do near a light bulb. Why do all the bugs go to a light bulb? And what do they do while they're there? Boy, that's important information. This is what's going on. And when I hear this,
this is a boom that will be sustainable.
Sustainable. With this kind of waste? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm telling you, we have a dominoes effect, and you've got to be ready. I'm not doing this to scare you. Let me tell you one of the biggest problems we have. We have 16 nations called emerging markets, like Chile and Thailand and Vietnam, these countries. When in 2000, I explained this yesterday, and I think this is so important to find out why this market's going to crash. In 2008, when we went bust, the first thing they did is print trillions of dollars of money to give to the American people to go spend. Then they took trillions of dollars and flooded Europe, flooded the global markets with dollars. So people would come with dollars. You got to have dollars to come and invest in the United States. So what happens? These 16 nations, they go and they borrowed $52 trillion because it was cheap money. Now what's happening is, now that the dollar's going back up in value, guess what? They got to pay it back, and they can't. And guess what's happened? When they start going bankrupt, these 16 nations, it's going to flow over to Europe, flow over to the United States. You join my gang, we'll make money when the market goes down and when the market goes up. 877-600-GANG, and you'll get a good night's sleep.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.